is my way of living. This is how I get by now. This is how I get by. It's through knowledge and trusting God. Knowledge, wisdom, and trusting God. That's how I get by. Another thing that I was talking about that I was allergic to was like the different kinds of soaps and deodorants. Now check this out. Let me tell y'all. Honestly right here. It's certain kinds of soap I can use. I can use like Dow, the what you call it, the body wash. I can use just about any kind of body wash up top, but down low I can't. I had to use something like for very sensitive, something like, what is it called? Tell you the truth, I had to go to the dollar store because expensive soaps for some reason are not good with me, and I have allergic reaction to them. So I have to go to like the dollar store and buy anything that's got like cucumber, any kind of body wash that's got like the fruit in it, cucumber or honey vanilla, something like that, something that does not have a whole lot of additives in it. I have to try to use something with its rarest form possible to keep from getting broke out and irritated really bad. And my deodorants, I can't even use expensive deodorant. I tried Degree, I tried, I know I'm saying a lot of but it's all good. It's all good. We're just blogging here, right? I ain't trying to be no professional. I'm trying to be real with you. I had to use, didn't trip myself out. But I had to use the Secret in the purple. I can use that, and it's a dollar brand. It's like the dollar stuff don't bother me for some reason. I'm trying to find it over here. Yeah, this is pH Balance, the Secret. And believe me, let me tell you, your pH levels in your body have a lot to do with things that you're allergic to. Because I want to get into that. I think I may talk a little longer on this because I'm glad that this came up. The pH levels have a lot to do with your allergies. Your stomach does too. I can't find it. I can't think of the name of it neither, y'all. And I'm just digging back here trying to find it because I usually carry some with me in my bag. But your pH levels have a lot to do with it also, with your allergies and everything. Your alkaline levels, all that works. And y'all, that would totally have to be another blog, getting down into that, because it goes really deep. Another thing that I'm allergic to is seasonings. Certain seasonings I cannot deal with, and some seasonings that's in tater chips or the kind that you buy to put on the food, I'm allergic to them. So whenever I do seasonings and stuff, I actually blend my own seasonings. I take green tea, cayenne pepper, chili powder. I can use Mrs. Dash, and I make my own seasonings. Every now and then I might add a little bit of seasoning salt depending on what I'm cooking, because I'm not really a salt eater. So most of all my seasonings is herbs. But I'm telling y'all, it's crazy because people don't know what you go through every day just to survive. And my survival is based on what I do and put into my body, what I am around. That's what my survival is based on. Of course, any of us could die any day. Duh. Any of us could die any day. But why would we want to rush it? You know what I'm saying? Why would we want to rush our lives knowing that there are things here that's making it worse? That's why I tell people, you go to church and you know you're a smoker, try to smoke before you go to church. Don't smoke on your way to church, because I'm going to tell you why. I've been studying into that too. It's people with COPD and lung disease. And the doctors did say I had COPD. Some say I have it and some say I don't have it. I believe God's report that I don't have it. But this is the thing about it. You on your way to church and you start smoking a cigarette, But these diseases are so deadly to some people that all you got to do is have the smoke on your clothes. As soon as you hug them, they can go instantly into an asthma attack. You could be shutting their lungs down right there or just off of that smoke, whether it's in your wig, on your clothes. You know, it's dangerous because we don't know better. That's why we don't do better. You don't know. These elderly people, if they got respiratory problems and you up on them, you smoke a cigarette and you come right up on them, hugging and loving on them, you're going to get them sick. They can easily get bronchitis and stuff. That's an allergic reaction for them right there. And I wanted to bring that up because I just don't believe in you smoking 3-4 cigarettes before you get to the church and then you go hugging on all these people and you don't know who got psychosis, you don't know who got end-stage COPD, you don't know who's already battling some type of cancer or some type of illness that may be allergic to smoking. I pray that people will one day respect that. It took me the hard way to learn that, but I thank God that I did. I thank God that I did learn that makes a difference in people's health. People shouldn't have to go to church and then come back out worse than when they went in. Hopefully whoever's listening to this will spread that message as well. So we're going to go in. Is it time for another song already? 23, 40. Well, yeah, we're going to go spin another song, our last song of this morning, this evening, wherever you are. And then we'll be back to talk about some of my feelings and how people act toward me. And then we'll be closing out with some encouraging words for people who may be going through allergies and stuff like that. Okay? You're listening to the Simple Life Blog with Miss Coco Bowden.
If you are having problems that you can't solve, I'd like to recommend you to a man who can solve them all. He went out on the cross so my little soul wouldn't be lost. Jesus,
New Converted Voices of Tolupa, Mississippi, along with, I started to say Beyonce Knowles, but Lisa Knowles. Lisa Knowles, right there. I call him Jesus. Okay, so we're talking about my funny ways. My funny ways. We're talking about my allergies and stuff. And yeah, y'all, I do have other allergies too. I'm allergic to the grass. I'm allergic to the pollen. I have all those allergies too. But I am on different kinds of medications right now that seem to be working. The last year and a half, the medications that they finally got me on seem to be working really, really well. And I don't have to deal with it as bad now like I used to. And I don't have bronchitis like I used to get. Y'all, let me tell you something. I kept bronchitis for oh God, I'm going to say 10 months out of the year, I would have bronchitis for the last, I'm going to say for the last 20 years of my life, which did take a toll on my lungs and stuff. Always on steroids, antibiotics. The last 15 years of my life was surrounded around steroids and antibiotics. Steroids, antibiotics. It never stopped, y'all. I never got a break. Glory to God. I never got a break until last year. When they finally gave me a combination of medicines. You probably hear it in my throat now. When they finally gave me a combination of medicines that really worked for me. They working for me now, but it's not so much the medications either. It's so much that I started paying attention to what I was doing. I started keeping a log of everything and the places I'd be around, the people I would be around that I would get sick around. I kept a record of all that stuff. Y'all may think I'm crazy and you might not think it will work, but look, keep you a daily journal. When you constantly get sick with things like migraines and stuff, if you always having migraines, because I did this with migraines too, and I have been delivered from migraines now for probably I want to say about 7 or 8 years. I might get one once or twice a year now, and that's it. But when I get it, it be hurting. But it don't last as long because now I know my triggers. See, knowing your triggers can help you out with these allergies as well. Keeping that daily journal, writing down what you do. Yes, it's frustrating, it's aggravating, but if you really want to see what your problem is, you got to examine yourself. And sometimes the only way you can examine yourself is through paper and pen. Is to write down what you're doing, who you're coming in contact with, what time of day it is, all that stuff, what you're around, what did you drink, what did you eat. You know, I had to learn all that in order for my medications to really work right. So what I did, I went under a lot of testing and stuff because my stomach messed up, and come to find out that, you know, I was telling you in the beginning about the pH levels. My pH levels were off in my stomach, and I didn't have any, little to no culture of good bacteria in my stomach. And that's part of the reason why I had been sick all of these years. That's part of